It's time to rank the Sumeru characters as Naku weed dealers, or just any position they might hold in the Sumeru cartel. With that in mind, let's get right into it. So first up we have Tagnari. Now this man is not selling, he's 100% a cook. He's working in the lab. I'm just wondering who he would work for. What if Nahida, because she's technically already the queen pin, what if she's making an alternative to the standard Naku weed? Yeah, because she's the god of nature. What if she's trying to make a healthy version? Something that when a client takes it, it relieves the bad things that standard Naku weed does. Yeah, okay, wait. So yeah, she's gonna have her little crew. I think Tagnari's definitely gonna work directly under Nahida, full-time in the lab. Meanwhile, as Nahida is gonna be the delegator. She creates like a substance and then gives that substance of Naku weed to Tagnari. And Tagnari's like the mass producer, because maybe it takes a lot of Nahida's power to make so much Naku weed. Yeah, because it's a plant and she cares about her citizens' health. Yeah, she's gonna be the delegator queen pin. Tagnari's gonna work for her directly, and he probably has a lab set up in Gandharvaville, and he has like a greenhouse where he's mass producing the Naku weed. Yeah, okay, this works. I like this little scenario. Kale, I think, is gonna work directly for Tagnari. So this is like a social hierarchy. Nahida, Tagnari, Kale. She's only gonna be side hustling because she also has her schoolwork. She needs to take care of herself. Yeah. And I don't think Tagnari, as the doting father, is gonna want Kale spending too much time on this. So yeah, simple part-timer, also in the lab. Debatably, Kale could probably sell, but no, she's not too much of a fan of that human interaction. Okay, we have the healthy crew right now. I'm wondering who's gonna be dealing the messed up, like the normal Naku weed. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be Dory, without a doubt. She already has that black market connection. She probably does everything in this industry. She tells people what to do because she's the queen pin. She probably sells a bit on the side. She takes a bit. Yo, she's the perfect all-arounder. I don't think she's gonna necessarily be selling the good Naku weed, the healthy one. She's gonna be selling the standard Inazuma imported Naku weed. And she probably has her own little cartel and group of people that work for her. And it's probably almost impossible to really catch this girl because she knows how to sneak around and maneuver so well. Yeah, simple one. She already sells knowledge kush. She can just add Naku weed kush. It's perfect. Nilu is 100% working for Nahida. Like, she would not work for anybody else. She would turn herself in if she even had to touch Dory's malicious substance. So I think Nilu's gonna be doing it kind of on the side. Maybe, okay, what if during her performances, she's promoting Lesser Lord Kusanali's Naku weed? Yeah, and after the performance is done, she's like, we're giving out free samples, take it. Yes, because Nilu is so pure. She would be a top tier seller and promoter. I'm just gonna put her in side hustle because she has a lot of other things on her plate as well. Next up we have Sino. Ooh, so I think he's definitely gonna be working for Nahida to try to capture Dory. Yeah, because they're trying to make it so that all the Naku weed in Sumeru is healthy, but they probably have like a 50-50 rate for the time being because she controls the entirety of the underground while Nahida is controlling the above ground. So maybe Sino goes undercover as a dealer to infiltrate the Dory cartel. Yeah, the only issue is that in this industry, there's so many layers of people that I think it's gonna be really hard to track Dory. I'm not sure if he would straight up capture her though, but we'll leave him there for now. It can go one of two ways. Either Sino can capture Dory, or Dory can find out what Sino's doing and make sure he's gunned down. But it's tricky. I'm gonna leave him in full time. I'm not gonna take that extra step because I'm not sure how this would turn out, but we'll leave him there. Candace? Ooh, she's an interesting one. I feel like Aru Village has its own supply chain away from these two, away from the main city, because they're so far in the middle of nowhere. And what if they find a special kind of Naku weed that only grows in the desert? And it's like a miracle. And maybe Candace needs the money to support her village. And she could probably be a really good queen pin. Yeah, simple enough actually. I think she'd be in charge of the Aru village cartel. Since she has to stay in the village, I think she would get some of her people that work for her to spread the Naku weed to the main city of Sumeru. Yeah, and they'd bring the profits back to help the infrastructure of Aru village. Okay. I think the issue is she's not going to be on the same level as these two. Like, let's say if Dory and Nahida both control 40% of the Naku weed market, Candace is the other 20. But at the same time, it's good because she's not going to stand out as much. So yeah, she's going to be the queen pin of Aru village. Next up, we have Dea. Ooh, so she's, I think, is going to work for Candace because the desert squad has to stick together. And I think she would try to do her best with dealing and would be a top tier dealer as well. Yeah, and maybe she uses the money she gets and donates it to the local orphanage because Dea's a sweet lass. With that in mind, I'm gonna put her in side hustle because she's already a full-time mercenary. So she'd do both of them, and even though she's a side hustler, I think she would be one of Candace's best sellers without a doubt. So next up we have Al Haytham, and you know I gotta do Kaveh at the same time. These guys are always the package deal. I think they're gonna be your at-home sellers and growers. Yeah, so they're gonna be selling from the comfort of their own home, and I think Al Haytham, as just being so done with Kaveh all the time, is gonna be consuming his own Naku weed. Yeah. And even though he consumes it, he's still a really smart, good seller of the product, but he only does it because he needs the cash flow. Meanwhile, Kaveh just wants to sell better than Al Haytham. And even though Al Haytham is baked out of his mind, Kaveh still can't compete with the legend. Ooh, what if one day Dory sees them selling from their home and she's like, we can't let this continue. They're selling in my city. So Kaveh, one day on his way home, is gunned down in the street by Dory's cartel. Yeah, so Kaveh's dead. And then she knocks up on Al Haytham's door and just tells him, I've killed your friend, now join me. And Al Haytham's like, oh, you killed Kaveh? Thanks, girl, he was kind of annoying. Yeah, no, I personally love Kaveh, but Al Haytham and him, no. And Al Haytham, being the smart guy he is probably like, what if I work for you and we split the profits? And Dory, being the businesswoman, is like, you know what? You got yourself a deal, buddy. Al Haytham would be the Naku weed consumer working for Dory. Meanwhile, as Kaveh he's just dead. Next, we got Scaramouche. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna put him as full-time Nahida's bodyguard. Yeah, because as a dealer, no, he would kill some of the people buying from him if they give him a little bit of lip. He's not a lab guy either, but as a bodyguard, he would be top tier because he would be protecting his mother from all the assassins that Dory keeps sending after her. Yeah, okay. Scara, the full-time bodyguard, protecting his real mother. Next, we got Faruzan. Ooh, she 100% strikes me as the lab technician. Yeah, who would she work for though? I can see her working with Tagnari, but I think the more interesting approach would be that Faruzan works for Dory because Dory probably pays better. And Faruzan's a bit of that money seeker from time to time. Yeah, so what if one day Dory pays her a visit after work hours and is like, come work for me, I'll triple the rate of what Nahida's paying, and Faruzan is instantly like, yes, I'll do it. And then Dory's like, do I have to threaten? Oh, you'll do it? So she would be full-time in the lab, just working for Dory's cartel. Yeah, and now we got the battle of the lab technicians, Faruzan versus Tagnari. Ooh, that's a tight one. I think Faruzan might actually win that. That's debatable though. Ooh, what if on Faruzan's way out, Dory's like, tell me the location of the lab. Oh God. And then she sends a bunch of men to the lab to just eliminate everybody. Oh no! Tagnari is getting everyone to safety, but he fends off Dory's bodyguards. And Kale's like, Master Tagnari, don't do this! So yeah, I think Tagnari's gonna get gunned down after the raid on the lab, and then Kale's gonna take over as the leader because she wants to get revenge on Dory. And I feel like after this is all done, Faruzan's gonna feel really bad about Tagnari, but at least Kale's safe because she cares so much about Kale. But the guilt from this, I think, is gonna be a lot. Next, we got Lila. Guys, when you're really stressed out about school, sometimes people take substances to relieve themselves. But I do not endorse this, guys. If you're stressed out, go partying with friends. Just make sure you're not consuming Naku weed. Anyway, she might be similar to Al-Haytham in the sense that she probably grows it in her own house. And what if just basic Lila is a horrible seller, but when she's passed out, she sleepwalks into the town with her product and starts selling it. Yeah, sleep version of Lila, top tier seller, but at the same time has also consumed her own product. And I think Nahida would probably reach out to Lila and just give her the healthy Naku weed to sell. Yeah, and she's doing a good thing and is also taking a healthy alternative of Naku weed. Yeah. Alright guys, that was the Sumeru cartel tier list. And this is the final episode, I just realized, and I'm kind of sad. Even though this series didn't perform really well at all, besides for the first episode, it was a really fun time. I enjoyed this. I hope you guys did too. And with that in mind, take care guys. Let me know your thoughts on the Sumeru cartel in the comments. And yeah, take care and have a good one.
Thanks for watching. Please sub. Bye.